Right, let's give this a go. Build the game. Oh yes.
Friends?
Oh, we've got to watch all this before we can load this.
Friends? We've only gone out together 3 times, and already you're telling me...
Yeah.
Wait, load.
Resume. Right. That smells.
There we go.
Right, okay.
Hey Josh and Olga.
There they are. Hello.
Oh Matt, your head's cut off the webcam.
Yeah, the webcam's kind of at a different angle to what it was last time, I think.
You want to change it?
Ah, that's alright.
It's gonna annoy me now.
Is it?
I'm gonna keep staring at it. This is where everything goes wrong. I can't remember what I did to get this angle.
That's it.
It's on a curved monitor.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Sorted. Right, go to Bumpersville.
I feel too short. Oh, it's bothering me. That'll do. I'm doing good. All good. Busy at work at the moment.
It's a Conroy world after all.
If we ever get this rich and famous, I want you to shoot me, Sam.
Busy,
It'll be a pleasure.
tired, remembering why when we get a new place we desperately need aircon in our office. But overall pretty good.
A wishing well.
How's the game?
I wish I had absolute power to decide who lives and who dies.
I think we'd need a bigger well. It's customary to throw money into these things. I wish this game were
Oh, I
over.
remember this.
It's basically mine.
Hold it. Get back here.
Back.
We're dealing with a very literal well here.
Right, let's go and have a look what's going on.
Loud. Okay. See, last time this was fine. I don't understand what changes.
I'll leave the mouse to you.
Right. Hopefully this doesn't mess anything up. It might temporarily pause. In fact, if I just do that.
There we go. That should be a bit better now.
Right. How's that?
Cripes. Hey, Max, take a look at this.
It's titled Me, Myself, and
That's
I.
better.
Cool.
Hey, you learned how to read.
Oh god. Oh, it's yeah.
Howdy, partners. I'm Conroy Bumpus, and welcome to Bumpersville.
Conroy.
Oh no, I skipped his thing. I'll look at that again. Oh no, I can't. Oh wait, yes. I do.
Howdy, partners. I'm Conroy Bumpus, and welcome to Bumpersville. Feel free to wander the mansion, but for Pete's sake, don't touch anything. Howdy, partners.
Oh yeah, Johnny
I'm
Bravo.
Conroy-
Do you remember?
I was a bit old for Johnny Bravo. I missed out on
This
the Johnny
painting's
Bravo
like
thing.
a car wreck. I can't stop
Johnny
staring at
Bravo
it.
hype train. The Johnny Bravo train.
I see. Yeah, that whole scenario. So, one thing that this game does remind me of is there's an accent that English people tend to pick up when they go to America and have spent about 10 years there or more. I used to notice it with some of the racing drivers that were in IndyCar at the time, and it just really annoys me. That kind of mixture American English hybrid accent. What's John Muir?
It's a portrait of John Muir.
Say, Sam, just who is John Muir?
Who's John Muir?
Oh no.
Hey, guys, this dope doesn't know who John Muir is.
You gotta be kidding.
What a maroon.
What a dib cow poo.
Sam, the dead animal heads are talking to me.
Where?
Up there.
Well,
But,
you really shouldn't tell fibs about dead animals, Max.
but,
Stop bugging me. I'm admiring this portrait of John Muir.
but who's John Muir?
Do you really want to know?
If you'll stop talking, sure.
Okay. Hit it, boys.
Oh,
There
God.
once was a man named John Muir.
A naturalist,
Can you guys
noble
still like
and pure.
musicals and films and stuff? I cannot stand it.
Oh, there is a musical I'm going to try you on because I reckon
Has never
you'll
been
like it.
equaled.
By the way, that Raccoon Stimpy,
Yeah.
particularly now.
Which film is it?
It's one by the guys who did South Park. It's Cannibal the movie or musical. It's really funny.
Did you just hold your glass with your little finger up?
Oh,
you do
did I?
that?
Possibly. How dainty. This incredibly cheap, no sugar dandelion and burdock is actually very nice. Can I pick
I
anything
don't think
here?
anything's got sugar in it anymore.
No. Tax dodge. Right.
It's filled with chemicals instead.
Bumpusville is proud to present the master of melody, the king of country, Mr. Entertainment, Conroy
Yes, actually, yeah.
Bumpus.
I hate floor shows.
I remember my childhood in Brighton, when dear old Dad would bounce me on his knee. He'd say, son, there ain't nothing as exciting as exposing beasts to inhumanity. That's why I'm
It's your favourite song, by the way.
happy to be king of the
You used to
creatures.
record it onto cassettes and then play it in
Proud
your
to
Walkman.
be the lord of the
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I love collecting
Now I don't know, is it
things
Walkman or
and
Walkman?
features. It makes me feel like some
Probably
champion
Walkman.
god.
Oh, what?
Walkman.
What man? That's how you have to say it.
Oh, I trapped my first tiger before I could speak.
Oh, this is a really bad part of the game if you don't like musicals.
And now with this Bigfoot and giraffe
Oh, Bumpsville sing. Oh, I thought it said Repulsive sings them. I don't know why I had the word Repulsive in my head. Swiggity swooty, come for a booty. Matt likes it when I say that.
I'm just looking at this Pinocchio thing with a huge nose.
Oh, it's tough to be a country western star.
Looks like a really long dick.
I see.
Looks a bit painful.
It's sharp. It splinters.
Thank you, thank you.
Well, that was just great. Lovely stuff.
Your attention, please. Conroy Bumpus has left the building.
Right, so we can't do anything there yet, but we can.
Hey, Trixie.
Oh, she's not allowed to talk about it.
Oh, yeah, okay. Right, so we need a key, and I think I know where we get it.
Looks like a keyhole to me.
Yes. Right, okay.
Didn't look like a keyhole to me.
I see. Yeah, that's where we need to go.
How's work going for you both anyway? Josh, have you gone back in the office yet? Or are you still working from
Don't
home?
I know you?
I
Well, you
don't
offered your
know.
permanent work
You
from
ever
home,
in
so
the
I know how big the
Pensacola
market is
camp
for
for problem children?
No.
Well, that's where I spent most of the last 10 years, so I don't see how we could have met.
So, what's all this virtual reality equipment for?
The way I understand it, Mr. Bumpus uses a sophisticated virtual reality scenario to interface with the mansion security system.
The devil, you say?
The devil, the devil.
Yeah, sometimes Mr. Bumpus lets me use the equipment. I pretend I'm over 100 feet tall and everyone else is like ants and I just squish, 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 squish.
We get the picture.
So I think we got to get him
Don't
out
you have
of
any
here.
misgivings about hunting harmless freaks like Trixie?
I did, but then I took a couple aspirin.
Oh,
How can you stand to work for someone who persecutes
And I
harmless
keep getting
beasts
asked
like
to come
Bruno the
back in as well. I'm
Bigfoot?
like, you're gonna have to drag
on
me
my
in.
feet.
He's got you there, Sam.
I think you'd rather go in, wouldn't you?
So, what's this Conroy Bumpus Yahoo really like?
Every
Has he
day of
got
the
any
week.
deep, dark
Like
secrets
one,
you can exploit
2
for
days a
monetary
week.
gain?
Be good for
Hey,
me.
don't be casting no aspirations toward Mr. Bumpus. He busted me out
Our
of
neck of the woods,
camp,
eh?
gave me this high-paying $4.75 an
But
hour
Josh, we're gonna
job,
have multiple
taught me how
necks
to
in
speak
multiple
Swahili,
woods soon.
Found a baboon's heart for my sister's
drop him for a cup of
transplant
tea, come on.
operation, and he sings real pretty too.
Come meet the cats.
Ah, yes. Although,
And us, of course.
are you allergic to
Oh
cats?
no.
Or just, it might be you just don't like them. Possibly.
Ah, skip it.
So I think if I try and use this at the moment, he won't allow me to.
Hey,
Yeah, okay, cool. Right.
visitors ain't allowed to use Mr. Bumpus' state-of-the-art virtual reality equipment. Scram.
Yeah, Josh, you weren't here when we streamed the first part of this. We actually have found somewhere to live after this place,
Wow!
which is
Monster
exciting.
Truck weekend!
Happening every Sunday.
Sunday!
House.
Sunday. Okay, I'm over the shock now.
I'm not, but I'm sure my gentle naivete will survive.
Ah, don't worry about it, it's fine.
Oh yeah, is that last minute continue? Oh, of course. Right, now we've got this goo-filled pillow. Actually, let's have a look at that and see what I've got. to
It's
say
a
about
pillow. And it's got Miracle Grow hair tonic all over it.
Nice.
it. Wolfenstein 2. I remember I discovered the very original Wolfenstein 3D on our family PC because my brother's 10 years older than me and he had loads of games I wasn't supposed to play.
I wouldn't know where to begin.
And yeah, I found Wolfenstein and I found Doom as well. And definitely wasn't meant to do that. But I played Wolfenstein when I was like 6 or 7 and didn't have a clue what the Nazis were. Right, let's use Max on it.
I did the same with my dad.
I don't think he'd want that.
Like he'd have this like big office chair and I'd like sit right behind him. I was probably all squished up, it was probably extremely uncomfortable. But that's what we used to do every night. We'd play a game and I used to watch him play Wolfenstein and do him in.
I don't think
miss
he'd
those
want
days.
that. He's
Don't think
not
I'd
my
fit behind
type.
his chair now.
So, I think we have to follow this guy in here. And I think we have to somehow...
Oh, is that A4?
This book here.
How far have you got on it? I played through that with my dad as well, from start to end.
Plus, which level do you think's the best in ZA4, Josh?
We're having this competition, are we?
What
But
you
he says
doing?
one that isn't ours.
Hang back, buddy, and observe my magic.
Ah, man, this game.
Oops.
Oh, night shifts. Yeah. Don't think I could do night shifts. I'd just be
I do.
constantly angry every single day. Because I get really, like, moody when I'm tired.
I'm still much more of a night person than a day person. I reckon if someone told me that I had to work between
Find out all you need to
7
know?
p.m. and
Maybe. I got a
4
little
a.m.
lost in the
every day,
troubleshooting chapter.
I'd probably do it just as well as I currently do 7 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Couldn't do that.
Right, so can I use?
I can't use these things together.
Okay,
I use those things together.
but I can use this. Wait for it.
Walkman.
Walkmon. I'm amazed the Pokemon Company haven't done Walkmon yet. And basically just made it look like a square cassette.
Now that I've read that ponderous manual, I can move the robot around like this.
Josh, if it makes you
I'm
feel any
impressed.
better, I'm
That's
really
nothing.
bad at Zombie
Watch
Army
this.
and I worked on it for a number of years. The Star Wars.
That was gratuitous.
Sorry. This might be more useful.
Pop. Nice.
Oh my god.
Right, so I seem to remember we need to... that, isn't it? Let's try that. How do I exit this? Oh, yeah.
I don't think the cute little robot wants to follow its new programming, Sam.
I don't recall giving it a cute little choice. There he goes.
I'm ripe with anticipation.
I thought I smelled something.
I seem to think I might need to do this over the other side of the thing. I might have to wait.
Look at him striding past.
Yeah.
How Pavlovian.
You should know.
Yeah, I get a feeling I may have needed to have waited until we were down this side of the house. Or not. Friendly fire on. Oh god. If I played shooters and had friendly...
This is virtual reality?
God, look at
I may be sick.
looks like the original Alone in the Dark.
Which Alone in the Dark is it where you can get split off at the start and you can either choose to be the woman or the man? And the woman's, I think, on the outside and the guy's on the inside?
They may have done it a few times, but I seem to remember it was one or two that did that. I think it was one. Like, it was Edward Carnby.
I don't indiscriminately...
I can't remember how I do that.
Well,
Let's have a look.
I didn't save the princess.
Flamethrower.
Ah, shit.
What are you two doing here?
Leaving.
Right, okay.
Music sounded weird.
Yeah, the Telltale game's good. We've still got 2 full series of that to go. We've done the first one with the soda poppers popping up.
I don't know how I feel about it. It's just a little bit too weird. You can definitely tell they like to reuse all their assets as well. Which is fine, but just gets a little bit too repetitive, I think, after a while. After the first series, anyway. We'll still finish it, though.
Yeah.
It's not
We're
bad.
playing a lot of detective games at the moment.
Follow
We're
me,
playing,
Spielbergian robot.
This weird Agatha Christie game, aren't we, with Poirot
Let's
in it.
try this again.
Which is actually not too bad.
It's weird, but I don't want to play it, but I want to see more of it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Get along, little robot.
So there's that. We're playing The Observer, which we had to stop playing the other day because it has this full screen effect thing going on. It actually made me feel really ill. And we're playing Great Ace
He's not
Attorney
getting any
Chronicles.
smarter, is he?
Yep, hit the road. Original
Is that
and
Phil?
best.
Yep.
Awesome.
Phil was a lecturer at Bolton Uni.
Oh, sweet. Good old B-Town.
I still don't see what all the fuss is about.
That's us on the cats, isn't it?
Job's a good one. Nice.
well,
I am the keymaster.
does that come with a dental plan?
I don't know what you two critters are up to, but I want you out of here. Now!
Oh boy.
It's fine. Everything's okay.
Look at him with his old leather on. Do you think everything squeaks when he walks and sits down? And
Probably, yeah.
You ever
Shapes a bit.
you ever split your trousers before, by
I can't use these things together.
Don't have to be like.
I don't think I have. I've like scuffed them when I've like fallen over or stuff like that at school and stuff, but
I ripped mine
oh,
when I was a kid, and I had this like tree with a swing on it, and me and my friends would use it for hours after school. And I remember getting chased by a dog, and I quickly jumped over this fence, and like the top of the fence caught onto the bottom of my trousers, and like it literally pinned me up, and all my friends were running away, and I was left behind with like hanging off my trousers. And this dog trying to get me for ages. I remember screaming, I was crying. I was only like, what, 12? Mum's like, what happened to your trousers?
whoopsie.
And I was like, well, I'll tell you. Put the kettle on, Pam.
Gee, thanks.
Well, back to the circus with you.
I'm feeling a little morally conflicted about taking Bruno back to the circus.
I'm not. Let's go, you big lug.
Stay away from him, you malefactor.
I'm not a malefactor. I'm a lagomorph.
Look, I'm not going back to the circus, and I'm late for a party.
Oh yeah, the Bigfoot party. Where is it?
It's at Evelyn Morrison's Savage Jungle in picturesque Half-Life, Nevada. Bigfoots
And their dates.
only.
Charming.
Let's go.
So we need to do some cool stuff.
Cripes, look at all the trophies.
I think this Bumpus goon is overcompensating for his lack of stature, Sam. Besides, I've got a lot more trophies than he does.
There's somewhere on the map that I don't think we've got
Ooh.
that I kind of need to get, and I can't remember how to get it.
How's work going, Phil? You still at, is it Lincoln Uni? Have I said that right?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had to really say that out loud before.
I should have said no. Lincoln.
Lincoln. Oops.
Okay, there's a few things we need to do. Let's have a look what we got.
Is that your stomach?
Yeah.
It's a rasp.
Okay. Well, we'll go to this one place first.
This
I
place
think
is
it might be related
tiki-rific.
to here, Josh.
Tiki-rific.
Yeah, I feel immersed in native culture.
I just hope this place has authentic savage tiki drinks with that authentic tiki tang.
Which item are you after?
It's a miniature mighty volcano, lending
The
authenticity
vegetable
to
head,
this
but I
jungle
think
motif.
we get the
Looks like a gopher
vegetable
mound.
location somewhere around here.
We should probably play one of Boga's suggestions next.
Yes, sounds good to me. Give this guy this.
Here.
Oh. Nice. Salty.
This is great. Really great. I owe you guys.
His face.
I had no one to call.
No.
Call me, call me.
You'd have to get cellular.
I'm pixelar. It's better than cellular.
That's bad, Max. Really
Yeah.
bad.
Who cares? I'm cute.
Jeez.
Right, so
All the designers are laughing around the table with that joke going, ha ha.
unlikely.
Hey, aren't you Evelyn Morrison, famed B-movie
I
star?
was gonna do my head in.
Yeah.
I am she.
I've seen all your movies.
My favorite was Robot Terror from Beyond the Galaxy.
Is that the one where the alien says, Clam do Beretta Nimno?
No, that's Vampirus in prison.
Oh, yeah.
Would you like Evelyn Morrison's autograph?
Actually, we just want to ask a few questions.
Evelyn Morrison is always available for interviews.
Have you had any problems with the Bigfoots?
Evelyn Morrison has always worked well with grotesque creatures of the night.
I'll take that as a no, then. You haven't seen a short, self-absorbed, crazy-as-a-bedbug country western singing star around here, have you?
If you mean Conroy Bumpus, Evelyn Morrison had him ejected from the premises hours ago.
Why?
He was harassing Evelyn Morrison's guests.
Action!
I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. Corman.
I'll get back to you later.
Right.
Evelyn Morrison will be here. In the meantime, why not take
Yes,
some
brochures.
of these brochures?
Yes.
They have Evelyn Morrison's autograph on them, making them must-have collectibles.
Yep.
Thanks.
And it'll give me the location where I need to go next.
I hate it when you hum, Sam. It sounds like a high-voltage tower.
These are pamphlets for the Mount Rushmore Dinosaur Tar Pit and Bungee Jumping National Park in North Dakota. And someplace called the
Wow, I
Celebrity
forgot you get
Vegetable
so
Museum
many
in
places
Dover,
from this.
Texas.
I think I like the humming better.
Right. So I believe we can't go through here.
Stop.
Not even after
Only
giving him that
Sasquatches and their dates are
rest.
allowed on the
Yeah.
convention floor.
sphere full of plasters.
So we've got a few places we need to go now.
I think we got ripped off by that guy.
Do you?
Yeah.
You do seem quite cross.
Yeah, because we give him the rasp and he's still like, fuck off.
True. Oh, yeah, okay, I know what we... Yeah.
Oh, what's their theme? I haven't done a game jam in ages.
Epic Mega Jam.
What the holy
Running
mother
out
of
of
gourd is this?
That's cool.
Basically just take a photo of my storage unit.
Yeah, Phil will help you out with that.
For a
I'm
small
storage
fee,
unit.
I'll grow a vegetable from a photograph.
Oh, that would have been my second guess. Well, bye.
So, theoretically...
What do you make of this?
Famed naturalist John Muir, huh? This looks like a zucchini squash to me. I can do this, but it'll take a short while.
Right, you crack on.
How long's the game jam for? You ever took part in one?
We had one at work a while ago.
You should probably do more work.
I mean, yeah, it was the second. Well, they've done two, and the second one I couldn't do because I was a little bit busy with running up to. I think it was the launch of Strange at the time.
Oh, I was in a work meeting today and we were talking about, you know, how you have their heads sort of carved out in a mountain. And I think I took it a bit too far because I thought of this scene with the guys like bungee jumping out of the nostrils.
Really?
So I said that and everyone went quiet. I was like, oh, you've never played this before, have you?
Is this one of those things I can use Max on?
Hey, Max.
It is, yeah.
God, you remember
Hey,
this
what?
game too much.
I've got a job for those mighty incisors of yours.
What?
See that woolly mammoth?
What about it?
So we've got to make a
Stop playing dumb and get chomping.
Party now, so.
Yeah. Nice, yeah, we've had to learn Blender the past year as well for work. I'm using it quite a lot as well at home.
Fine work, Max.
7 days
Now
is a
we've got
decent
more
amount
full
of
woolly
time.
mammoth hair than we'll ever need, and we've learned an important lesson.
Yeah, the woolly mammoths died of embarrassment.
Big people are from Kabul. That is a topical one. America.
Oh yeah, Phil, did you talk to Judah? Like, was it Judah? I feel like I'm forgetting everything these days. I think it's my age. And I know you're laughing, saying I'm still young. I'm not now. My back's giving way.
This place evokes a
He
sense
moved,
of
didn't he?
wonder.
Different
You
country.
have to wonder.
I think he just went a bit off the radar, I feel like. Yeah, something like that, wasn't it?
Are you in charge here?
Yes, I'm an Olympic bungee jumper and I know everything there is to know about bungee jumping.
Olympic bungee jumping?
Well, she sounds sure.
What do I do?
The principles are important to master. Get a safety harness from behind that little screen over there. Once that's on, it's important that you jump from the board toward the pit of tar below. But I'm sure a great big hunk of fur like yourself would have no problem.
Yeah, sounds easy.
Looks dangerous.
Bye.
Right.
So long, cutie.
Oh. Just managed to pull a bait on the way.
Quit that.
Nice.
So, what do you think?
It fits you just fine.
Ooh, stand back. She may pounce.
It's a danger I face every day. So, Max, what do you think?
A regular 007.
Are you sure?
Clint, baby, would be nervous. But get moving. I'm beginning to think you're stalling. Clint.
Baby.
What's going on?
Who's stalling? I'm just waiting for my buddy to come here and check out this spectacular view.
Oh, right. Oh, right, yeah, okay. I thought he was going to screw Max over then by pushing him off.
Sweet. That's part of our costume.
Yeah.
Now the costume is covered with tar.
Okay. And now we can use the hair we got
Now
earlier.
we've got a stilt walker's costume covered with tar and faux woolly mammoth hair.
Nice.
It's a pillow with hair tonic all over it.
Was that an optional thing, the hair tonic, or do we need it?
I think we need it for later on. Like one of the last things we do, I think.
Hey,
Uh-oh.
Oh,
you can't
gotta
leave with
take.
that on. Put that back.
Right. Off we go.
I don't indiscriminately use people, except
Oh,
Max.
I was blatantly clicked on the elevator. Off they go. So I think we just need.
Oh, they're using the music from the, is it Snookies? Is it Snookies, the shop?
I think so.
Yeah, it's brilliant, isn't it? Sound effects. Just everything about this game is just brilliant.
Yep.
It takes weird to a new level, but like, not too far like the newer ones do.
Yeah, this is probably the least weird Sam & Max get. Like the animated show's really weird. Right, so we might have Alfred Hitchcock.
Where's my John Muir vegetable?
Here you go, son. A zucchini squash that looks just like John Muir.
Thanks.
Gee, thanks, ma'am.
Anyhow,
Thanks. Bye.
I think that's something else we need for much later on as well. I think we don't get, we were thinking the other day, how do we get the vortex to stay in the, I don't want to go there. Vortex to stay in the little snow globe.
Close enough for jazz. Let's go.
Close enough for jazz.
Right.
Oh, I love it.
We need to go. So, the last part of the costume, we need something for our head. And I believe when Max Harry's, how do we, right. So, I think we do, I seem to remember this does an absolutely brilliant Indiana Jones reference. Oh, yeah.
Look at Max's face. Perhaps a bit quick.
Oh, was that not?
Hey, that hurts. Knock it off.
Have we not still got it?
We might have. Especially for a scenario.
And stay out.
Oh, we have still got it.
Nice. Cool. So it's worth getting beaten up then.
Yep.
Okay, I've attached Conroy Bumpus' toupee to the Stiltwalker's costume.
Right, okay. So is that anything here we haven't actually used yet? What's this?
It's a guide to the operation of macro-hard maintenance droids.
So it's just this, basically. Ooh.
It's a scorecard from the Gator Golf Emporium in Roomy Eyes, Florida.
Right, okay. So, I think we might be able to go get into the pie now.
What's it for pie then? Oh, you were talking about pies today on one of the work calls. What are you on about?
I was just really hungry.
I can't use these things together.
What's your favourite pie?
Probably.
I guess we could try it on.
Steak? Beef and onion. That's always good.
Hey, that's a downright nice Sasquatch
Hey,
costume.
calm
I'll
down,
let
lad.
you guys in with that one.
Wash
Nice.
those hands.
In we go.
Looks like something important's happening.
Hundreds of years ago, it was becoming apparent that our time was running out. Yet we were slow to heed the warnings of impending doom. The seemingly slow encroachment of mankind and all that his many living styles entail seemed like a vague and distant problem. A problem for future generations of Yeti to solve. Blithely, we sat back, ignoring our own inner call for action. Tradition and the status quo were our excuses for complacency. The certainty of not just losing our way of life, but possibly our very lives. And the demise of our entire race is now becoming a reality. A reality we can no longer choose to ignore. As it turns out, the humans and their technology are moving faster than we are, much faster than we had anticipated. And so we now face the final crisis. Unless we pull together, not just acknowledging the need for change, but embracing change not just with our hearts and our minds, but with our
At least it
actions,
isn't a song.
we will fall behind, moving backward into extinction.
Is that a pie?
Well, back to the music.
It is a pie. Also, I can see something we want because the cork in it. No, we could put in a snow globe to keep the vortex in.
Don't tell me we've got to figure a way of getting the cork out.
Yeah, we do. I seem to vaguely.
Hey, baby, what's your sign?
Oh my god.
Property of Vanuatu.
Vanuatu?
Vanuatu. The Bigfoot chief. The guy who just gave that speech. My husband. Don't sweat it, Junior. If I had a tree for every time a teenage Bigfoot's made a drunken pass at me, we surely wouldn't be in the mess we're in today.
Not really. Have you seen Bruno?
Bruno? Why, me and Mr. V have known little Bruno since he was knee-high to a pig. Salt of the earth, Bruno is. Nicest, most generous Bigfoot you'll ever meet. Dumb as a post, of course, but generous. Why, just the other day I was talking to my manicurist, Kimmy, and I said, Kimmy, that Bruno has got to be the dumbest creature to ever walk the surface of the planet. So she said,
she just gone with
blah,
herself?
blah, blah.
Yeah, there we go.
Oogly, oogly, oogly.
Oogly, oogly, oogly.
Bow, bow, bow. Of course, I just said, walla, walla, walla. And then she said, wabbada, wabbada, wabbada.
What, man?
Yada, yada, yada. Oogly, oogly, oogly. Bow, bow, bow.
Wait.
Blah, blah, blah. Wabbada, wabbada,
This is how quite a few Zoom meetings go for me after a while.
Yada, yada, yada.
Anything over about
And
20
I
minutes,
said,
and that's just too much.
Walla, walla, walla. Oobada, oobada.
Oh God!
Don't
Right,
be a stranger.
I think I'm.
Did you not know you could skip it?
Well, I didn't know if it just went on endlessly until.
I think it did because I fell for it when I played it. Ooh.
It's a nice pick.
I don't think we can get this yet. Oh, we can. Good. Right. So. Don't think we need to do this yet. But I will anyway.
Oh, I'm so tired.
Don't make a move, Yeti boy.
Well, 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 a Bigfoot.
Sure is a scrawny feller.
A Bigfoot in the hand is worth two in the bush, Lee Harvey.
Sorry, boss.
Think nothing of it, old chap. Now, be a good lad and pop off to the bus and get the net.
Yes, sir, Mr. Bumpus.
Don't make a move.
Oh boy.
Don't make a
I might
move.
throw something at him that's close.
Don't make a move.
Do you not need to tell him to look away or something?
What do you think you're doing?
I'm gonna put you in my menagerie, you mangy Bigfoot, you.
I'm not really a Bigfoot, you know.
Call the other one.
Matt does like his Bigfoot ladies.
Not quite.
Why do you persecute harmless Bigfoots?
Harmless? Harmless? I'll have you know my parents were killed by a rabid Bigfoot.
Really?
Well, no. Actually, I'm just a warped, evil person who gets his jollies torturing cute woodland creatures.
Well, that's a valid motivation, too. Where'd you get that British accent, anyway?
I'm originally from Liverpool, twit.
He said he grew up in Brighton. Anyway.
Look behind you, the three-headed monkey.
Ooh.
Nice try.
Oh, damn it.
Look behind you, the three-headed monkey.
Nice try.
I can't be in your menagerie. I don't know how to play an instrument.
You'll be amazed how a few hundred volts speeds up the learning process.
You'll never get away with this.
Ooh, I'm so scared.
Scams. Yeah.
Don't make a move.
Right, okay, so... Just take
Need
this.
to take you Liverpool.
Maybe this'll convince you that I'm not a Bigfoot.
Well, if you, I thought you've only been once.
No, it is once, you're right.
You again?
And it was like the roughest
I
bit.
left the net back in Bumpusville.
Where was that?
Forget the net. We're
Anfield.
gonna disguise ourselves as a
We'll take to
Bigfoot.
the nice
Why?
bit of Liverpool.
See.
So we can infiltrate their ranks, learn their ways, and pick them off at our leisure.
Oh.
And no funny stuff, dog boy.
Yeah.
Why would you even think of going in there?
Hey.
I wouldn't move if I were you.
Yeah. I think you got that on backward. Hey.
I wouldn't move if I were you.
Yeah.
Hey, Max, why don't you make yourself useful? That was fun.
Now future generations will be able to enjoy his atonal warblings.
Are there any more shrimp balls back here?
Shrimp balls.
Who are you?
What a lad.
We're the freelance police.
We just saved your collective hash.
Really? Then I guess it'd be okay to make you honorary Yeti chiefs. Walk
bro.
this way. Can I have your attention, please?
There's Sam's face. He's got a really long mouth all of a sudden.
Although it's our tradition to allow only Bigfoots and their dates to these gatherings, these two have shown themselves worthy of our gratitude and our trust.
Hooray.
These are a naive people.
And so I'm granting them the title of Honorary Bigfoot Chief. So don't mess with them.
That's
Cheers.
it? Honorary Bigfoot Chief? Where's the cash?
We don't want Bigfoot money, Max. It's probably made of tree bark or something.
I know, but it's the principle of the thing.
You may now wander freely about the convention floor without concern for your health.
Gee, thanks.
Think nothing of it. Follow me.
Okay.
Right, Abe, follow me.
Oh, it's okay. We've got...
Since you have proven yourselves to be friends of the Yeti, I have brought you here to share in our biggest secret. These
We only
great
need
totem
one
poles
more
have
of
been
those
gathered
things.
from across the world
Do you
and
remember
passed down
when we
from
got stuck on
generation
this
to
bit?
generation of
Oh, if we
Bigfoots.
can get
Like
around.
fruitcake.
Which, to be fair, looking back
believe
now,
they
it
It's-
hold the
still looks
answer
like we
to
can't
our
get
ultimate
around.
Yeah.
salvation. But the secret of their purpose is a riddle we've been unable to fathom.
Sounds heavy.
Like fruitcake.
Huh.
It's real heavy.
Yay.
Bruno,
Like fruitcake.
Why aren't you at the party?
Who can party while their world comes to an end?
Aw.
most of your mange-ridden brethren, apparently.
Mange-ridden.
I told you it was a bad idea to spike the punch.
I thought it would loosen up everyone's imagination.
No wonder we're facing extinction. Okay, guys, here's the situation. The Bigfoot way of life is rapidly going down the tubes. These totem poles might be able to save us, but A, we don't know what they mean. B, most of us have been partying too much to figure out what they mean. And C, we Bigfoots have a hard time operating in public, if you know what I mean.
We wouldn't normally be asking for help, but we're desperate.
Well, that's how we get most of our gigs, so why not?
Great. Why don't you three get cracking on the totem poles? I'm going to the hot tub.
Ah, hot tub. So, that...
One day.
Yeah. One day at some point in the future. So that's the John Muir head. I think that's the cushion with the hair jelly stuff on it. That's the vortex. And that is a tooth from somewhere. So we got to get two things because we've already got two of them.
Yeah, that's what people want to buy as soon as we move into the house. So a hot tub for the garden. Oh no, we need to sort the garden out because it's on a slight decline, the grass, which isn't great, but...
It's nothing a couple of days with a shovel can't solve.
Maybe some professional help as well.
Yeah, we probably should get someone to do it, shouldn't we? Fruitcake will last for a very, very long time.
Well, a bit like a Big Mac McDonald's burger.
And cockroaches.
What? What? Dead?
Cockroaches are one of the only things that would survive the nuclear apocalypse,
What?
apparently.
Alive? Oh shit.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Rex.
The one thing you don't really want to...
Think about.
No,
Hi,
just stay
my
alive.
name is Rex, the Thunder Lizard. During the late Jurassic period, I was king...
Because of the sugar con. Yeah, I suppose so, actually. Yeah.
I can't take it anywhere. I haven't got enough leverage from here to pull out a tooth.
So, Josh, apart from, or just everyone in general, apart from Wolfenstein 2, what games are you playing at the moment? Anything particularly exciting /
We finally
recommended?
got the tooth.
The whole tooth?
Nothing but.
Right, so we now have a tooth.
Headset's hurting my ears for some reason.
Is it?
I think I've had it on all day.
Yeah, you have had quite a few meetings today.
Mm.
Now we need to go back here, believe it or not. I see.
My gorgeous.
With my fuzzy beard and my little moustache. Do you remember when I kept missing this?
You're so pretty.
With my rotating nose.
Yeah.
Shake a leg, Max.
Ace Attorney Chronicles. Oh, Psychonauts 2's out. Tempting. Tempting.
Never played it. Should we go again?
Oh, you've not played the original?
No.
Okay, yeah, we should probably play that first. It'll probably still be good.
Tomatoes campaign.
Yeah, I was going to say Tomatoes campaign.
Could you bend this?
Sure.
Again.
Let's see it.
Bingo
How's that?
bottle opener.
Great.
Fresh fish.
There's Stimpy's tooth.
Oh, poor Stimpy.
Oh yeah, we found a cat tooth on the carpet by look.
That seems to have gotten the cork off.
Shall we raise a
So
toast
close
to
to
the
find
food
it, we tried to look at both cats'
Was this
teeth,
poison?
bitten
Don't
apart
be
into
silly.
different pieces. But we eventually found out it was Stimpy's, and I don't know if it's like baby teeth that's fallen out or whether it's actually like chipped off and there's like remains. So sending him to the vets tomorrow just to check.
Hopefully, just a baby tooth.
Yeah. Because I never experienced this, but I have no idea what it's meant to look like or. Is that the right age for it to come out?
And having looked online, some of the ones that have come out of other people's kittens did look kind of broken almost, didn't
Yeah,
they?
the actual break looked the same.
Yeah.
But I didn't like. I knew they had baby teeth in the teeth, but I didn't know the teeth actually come out.
But then again, given how much him and Onion run around like mad, chances are that he may have bumped himself. Hopefully not. He's eating alright, so.
Yeah.
Oh, harvest, I see. Like gathering stuff from fields and stuff like that.
Oh, I thought it was a game.
No.
Now I feel silly.
Can I use this?
That seems to have capped the snow globe.
Right, that's okay. And a bit use this.
Can we try the vortex?
Step right in.
Off we go.
Where's our invite, Olga? We'll come over.
Yeah, we got a little bit of mystery vortex.
Oh.
Wow, the snow globe
KO.
actually sucked in the pseudo-mystical energies of the mystery vortex.
I was hoping something like that would happen.
Nice. Okay. I believe we have all we need.
Shmong.
Now, for the tricky part of managing to get to that screen. With like the tiny little activation spot on the bottom right that we've got.
Say a little.
Little.
Say it again.
Little. I see. Say it in your northern way.
Little.
That isn't a northern way. Sounds like you're from London. Little.
Maybe you're the red one then.
Quite. Right, here we go.
Can't think of any. Oh no, when you say grass and buff. I can't think
Grass
of any.
and bath.
Yeah, I can't think of any other word you say that's word.
Ganu.
Oh, I can't help that. I don't even think that's like a northern thing. I think it's just me being lazy.
That's what I say.
Oh, fair enough.
Is that it? Have I done it? Wait for it. Yeah, there we
Last
go.
time we played this, which was ages ago, I think we spent like an hour trying to figure out where to go next, and we like revisited everywhere to figure out. You just had to go behind.
I
that
think I
red
figured
slide,
out
it's
one of the
just not
totem
obvious.
poles. Let me see.
There we go. Totem Pole Mania.
Gosh, we've got through this fast.
We did last time as well, I think. It's a much shorter game, it feels, than Day of the Tentacle Monkey Island 2.
A handheld
Yeah.
vortex.
So the garden's
Good
nice,
thinking.
and it's a nice
Thinking
size
had
and
nothing
shape,
to do with it.
but the grass slightly goes a bit downhill, and there's not that much patio. We kind of want to get more patio in there.
Hey, Mr. Chief, we
Yeah,
found
just
something
like
that might
table
tie into
chairs
your
and
totem
hot tub and
poles.
stuff.
Yeah? What is it?
You have a floating garden, Josh. Just put loads of balloons underneath.
Lots of balloons. We'll help you make it.
Hair growth tonic. Very
And
resourceful.
Ogre, she
We
does
just like
houses,
stealing
makes
pillows.
houses.
You hate nature as it is. See, I used to not be fussed about it, but I think this whole lockdown thing has kind of got me realising it's just going to be really nice to have our own place to sit
Hey,
outside.
Chiefy Poo, I think I figured out one of those baffling totem
I've always
poles.
been in flats, so it'd be nice to have a garden. I'm not gonna have like crazy flowers and stuff, because I know I'm gonna be too lazy to do it. I'd rather just be realistic and just have.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Yeah, I've not had to
Dinosaur tooth.
pay
I figured it
buildings
might be
insurance,
something like that.
Did he say genuine?
which is good. Obviously, that's something I'm going to have to do. And this, right? I think
I
there's something
believe
else
we've
we have to do.
deduced the secret of one of your totem poles.
Hit me.
Balcony, yeah. Balcony garden, Josh. Why haven't you done this yet? Yes.
Combination of man and nature. Inventive.
Is it soup yet?
Ah, okay.
Well, that should do it, right?
Nothing's happening, Sam.
What's the story, Pops?
Why'd you
I
hate
don't
eating
know.
vegetables?
I'm sure you got the ingredients right, but... Of course. How silly of me.
What?
In order for the spell to work, we need a living Bigfoot sacrifice.
It'd be a shame to lose one of these furry fellas, don't you think?
Wait, I've got an idea, and it doesn't require high
How
explosives.
prophetic.
We're here.
No, prophetic isn't.
While he's gone, I'll go see if any of the Bigfoots wants to off themselves for the greater good.
Well, maybe it is, but yeah. Lovely stuff.
So would you like just have meat and nothing else around it? Or would you do like rice or...
Do you sometimes cut meat into the shape of vegetables to pretend you're having a balanced meal? Carrot-shaped steak.
Just food diet, colour dye.
Oh, carrots and mushrooms is fine. They're two of the better veg. Although that said, I do like all veg apart from asparagus.
Oh yeah, it does fried like chips and stuff and mashed count.
I think we've done it.
Yep.
I do love this game. It is definitely a bunch shorter than Day of the Tentacle Monkey Island 2.
Yeah, but you
True.
Not growing a lot of vegetables.
Well, that was one heck of an impressive display.
And actually highly destructive to boot.
Goodbye, Sam and Max. I'm not sure how I can ever thank you, so I guess I won't.
Will you and
Such
Trixie
something I
be
would
heading
say.
back into the forest to live an idyllic, nature-oriented existence together?
Hell no. We're going to Vegas to get hitched.
Hit the road's great.
Trashed by all this crazy redwood nonsense.
We want to be in a place where we can sort of blend in.
I do like
Live
this
our
game.
lives. Maybe even raise a family.
Ew.
See, this was
Goodbye,
out when I was
everyone.
really.
Goodbye,
when we
you
had a
nutsy
kid,
primitive
we tried and
man
make them play
beast
this,
you.
and they'd be like,
You
"Come
boys should be proud of what you've helped
Oh, we
us
just can't
achieve
ever
here
run it
today.
anymore because
You
we
mean the
just
wholesale
can't
destruction of the symbols of
Yeah,
modern
we'll have to like buy
civilization
a
in the western
386
United
or
States?
something from eBay.
You bet we are.
Do we win a prize?
Well, oh, why not? This medallion has been a part of my family for untold generations. Wear it in good health.
Thanks, Chief. Max loves cheap sentiment.
Oh, it's chocolate.
Yeah.
Foil covered chocolatey goodness. What's wrong, Sam?
I don't think the wizard has anything in that bag for me.
Well, I could give you my ritual headdress that I bought at Snucky's last week.
Wait,
I appreciate the gesture, but I've already got a hat.
I was going to say what
that's
they've probably
fine,
put over
too.
to the other summer next game.
Farewell, Sam and Max. Remember, though the night be dark, the dawn yet shall awaken and annoy you. Have a nice day.
We will.
I'll miss that old rascal.
I'll miss the way he smelled like a bag full of damp hamster shavings. Just like Grandpa. Hey, we forgot to get paid.
Oh.
Don't worry, little buddy. I've got it all covered.
I hope you're happy. With those idiots on the case, we'll probably never see Bruno again.
Oh, lighten up, Burl. Hey, they're back.
Did you find Bruno?
Of course.
Bruno!
How can we ever repay you?
The blank looks on your faces are the only reward we need.
That and a big fat check.
Would you settle for 3,000 skee-ball tickets?
Close enough. Let's go, Max.
Insect
You know,
lad.
Max, I can't help thinking that we've foolishly tampered with the fragile inner mechanisms of this little spaceship we call Earth.
Gosh, Sam, if a few hundred years of civilization have to be totaled just to ensure that a bunch of smelly quasi-human creatures have a safe haven for their disgusting lifestyles, then so be it.
You crack me up, little buddy.
Oh.
Burl, did Bruno always have 4 arms?
Oh, yeah. This is Bobsy. I thought it was Brett Toast then. Yeah. Bill Burns. I wonder if you can buy a stress toy like the one that's the icon in this game. That thing.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Oh, I should wait more so Max gets to shoot a few things.
No, it's a brilliant game. Oh no, we've just finished as well.
Yeah.
Looked on the credits.
Although you can enjoy this superb shooting gallery action we're going through.
I'm sorry.
We will be doing more point and clicks from this era. We are absolutely doing Monkey Island.
Retro Bear, have you followed me on Twitter? I normally post when we're doing a stream.
Oh, there's a Super Meat Boy icon. Nice. Haven't played that for ages. I was terrible at it.
Joe Captain Trips. Oh, fair enough.
Ah, that sucks. Yeah, Twitter can be a interesting place.
I'm not a massive fan of it. Like, the past 2 years, a year. Things have just gone weird with the games industry. I just don't touch it. Everyone's gone a little bit too sensitive.
Sam and Max magnets. Credits went on for. I'm getting there. I'm not going to miss a single one. I'll let Max do a little bit of shooting.
Fortunately, that's the power of social media. It's quite scary, isn't it?
Yeah. I still feel tremendously fortunate to have been probably part of the last generation to have my entire childhood without social media. Because Facebook only started when I was 24. You can start. What does it do? I think it theoretically goes on forever, doesn't it? This. I think the credits are finished.
So basically, does it not just quit out?
I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, like I'm in my late 30s. Yeah. The line credits. Yeah, it does feel like a bit of a minefield these days. I mean, like, I got rid of my Facebook account years ago. I've not had a Facebook account. I briefly reopened it because I had to organise a stag do for someone.
Should we just say it's done, or do you want to carry on shooting?
No, I think I'm fine. Oh, it's much worse now than 2 years ago, and you're right, it was already bad 2 years ago. There you go. Yeah, it was terrible 2 years ago, and yeah.
Yeah, even now, like, you know, I've got loads of people sort of sending me like direct messages, like journalists going, have you ever suffered from, like, you know, any sexual discrimination, or, you know, have any guys ever given you a tough time in the games industry? And it's like, just do one. Like, seriously, I'm not interested. It's really bad. What, for you to just go and ruin their lives and their careers? You know, it's just really bad.
Do we have any silly little games we could temporarily put the BRB screen up on and throw something up on Steam?
Can I have a look, yeah?
Yeah.
Right.
We will literally BRB.
Right, bear with me. I've got to change the windows around. If I can remember how to do it.
There we
There we
go.
go.
Sweet.
Let's do it like that for now.
Yeah,
Be
that works. That works. That's cool.
Cool.
Nice chair.
I've had it on mute all that time.
Whoops.
Talking to ourselves for ages.
Yeah, we found a wildcard game.
No worries, Josh. Take it easy.
Bye, Josh. See you again soon.
Oh, have you played Lamplight City?
This game is very good.
It did confuse me at the start because it didn't feel very point and clicky. If I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
But it turned out pretty good in the end.
Wake up, sunshine.
Haven't I told you not to call me that?
What's the matter? Have a rough night?
Bit too much Bollingworth ale is all. That stuff really creeps up on you.
Sorry I couldn't join you, but I was long overdue for a quiet night in with Addie.
That's fine. There'll be plenty of other opportunities.
Ooh, you've not played this.
Hell, maybe Adelaide can even join us.
That's a good one. Cool.
It's been ages since she last drank me under the table.
Afraid she mostly sticks to tea these days.
Miles, what exactly is it we're looking into? I may have dozed off during the briefing.
You sleep through the briefings?
Sure. It's really not that difficult. Snelling's monotonous drone works better than Cold Tit's emulsified soporific.
Very funny. Anyway, it's a burglary at the Hambrook Flower Shop.
A burglary, eh? How dull. At least we'll have enough time to get a drink afterwards.
You seem awfully certain of that.
I am. In fact, I'd bet the devil my head that we're done within the hour.
Well, the devil's gonna be disappointed that his winnings are so
It's
meager.
definitely worth grabbing.
I thought it was good value for money, even at full price.
Yeah.
So on sale, it's even more. It's very, very good. Really well written.
We've arrived. After you, Bill.
Just gonna get comfy.
Mm-hmm.
Which
Hello.
requires me to knock everything over.
Right.
Thank you. Keep the change.
Gosh.
And so, our night of excitement begins.
You more than anyone else should know that there's rarely a dull night in Chumley.
I have a feeling tonight will be the exception. Until we get to the pub, that is.
Keep your mind on the case, Bill. Now let's get a move on.
Okay.
Bill, could I have a word?
Oops.
What's on your mind, Fordham?
A burglary at a flower shop. Not the most thrilling case we've had, is it?
If I didn't know any better, I'd say Snelling's been giving us the boring cases lately on purpose.
Why would he do something like that?
He's eyeing a promotion to chief of police. He'd sell his own mother's cane if he thought it would help. Plus, it's no secret he doesn't like us.
I can't understand why. I've shown him nothing but respect.
It's because you're too good at what you do. And because you're friends with me.
What's that got to do with anything?
Not everyone is as open-minded as you, Miles. Let's just leave it at that.
You ever miss living out here, Bill?
About as much as you missed stepping in that pile of horseshit last week.
I was distracted by
Love
that
how we're
story you
having
were
a
telling me
general
about your
chat
sister.
outside the shop.
How's she doing out west, anyway?
Well, she's not in the chum, so fantastic.
The
Living
chum.
here was about as fun as wearing a vest made of meat to a dogfight. I'm glad we both managed to get out. Oh, and by the way, Miles, you didn't do such a great job of cleaning your shoes.
That would explain all the funny looks I've been getting.
Brilliant.
Still feeling rough, Bill?
Yes, but I'll feel better once this case is finished and we can go down to the Angel for a pint or four.
Hair of the dog?
No better medicine.
When's the last time you took any time off?
That's a good question. What year is this again?
I think we've both been working a bit too much lately. Addie's been wanting to go visit her mother in Dixie. Maybe we can all go.
That sounds nice, but I wouldn't want to be a
It's a
third
bit
wheel
weird
on a
to
visit to
invite
your
him to your
in-laws.
in-laws, isn't it?
Unless... Would Adelaide's brother be there by any chance?
You're incorrigible, Bill.
It's one of my finer qualities.
Right.
Let's get back
Screw
to it.
you.
All right.
Okay.
Glad this thing is lit. This isn't really the type of place I'd prefer to be at this time of night.
Quite.
Don't worry, Miles. I've got your back.
Aww.
I can't believe that thing made it all the way across the Atlantic in less than a week.
Don't scoff at the future, Miles. Pretty soon, we'll all be riding those things to work.
They probably said it.
Especially
I
considering
don't
Prince
think
Harold
it's
is a
actually
big celebrity
specifically
passenger.
set in. It might be. I haven't got my phone on me. Have a quick Google. I'll have a quick look around. I think it might be kind of the late 1800s. See if there's anything else. Window.
Looks like they've had some trouble with vandalism.
Pretty much every business in this part of town has.
That reminds me. I should pick up a bouquet for Addie when we're done here.
Seems like you've been spending more time with me than with her lately. I sure hope she's not the jealous type.
The game takes place with an alternate history version of 19th century America that incorporates steampunk elements. So yeah, I don't think it's
Like
actually...
1800s, I guess, kind of, but alternate. It's kind of like the same way that Fallout is an alternate shard of history.
Looks like they've had some trouble with vandalism.
Pretty much every business in this part of town has.
This is definitely the right place. Certainly looks cozy in there.
Plants have a nice way of doing that.
Come on, Bill.
Charming little place, isn't it?
Charming, but empty. We need to find the owner.
Always so to the point, Fordham. If ever there was a better time to stop and smell the flowers.
I think I'll leave that to you, Bill.
With my allergies? Hardly.
Not too many left. Seems business isn't so bad around here.
Well, you know what they say. There are only 3 certainties in life. Death, taxes, and people taking advantage of sales.
Quite.
This is quite the selection. Come over here and take a whiff, Bill.
Sure, if you don't mind me getting snot all over your coat.
Oh, no, not the Myers case all over again. On second thought, you can just stay over there.
Right.
Plants hanging on hooks. A nice space-saving method.
I'd probably bang my head against them constantly if I had them in my apartment.
Like the light situation at home.
Yep.
These prices are pretty reasonable. The place I go in Worcester's clearly robbing me blind.
I can't have a
If you think those are bad, don't go near the flower shops in Leon.
I never will be able to.
Might be able to in the main bedroom.
Maybe after I die, I can in my dreams.
Or we just get a really,
It says
really
private.
expensive
Well,
place with high
that's
ceilings.
one mystery solved.
Yeah.
Mostly a bunch
But
of
then the house is
fertilizer
probably
and
breaking
growth
apart,
tonics.
it's an auditorium,
Growth
but-
tonics, eh?
Oh, it's just like
Plant,
buy one
growth
in France
tonics,
or
Bill.
something.
Should have got Ogre to
Of
build a
course.
house.
I knew that.
Yeah. Probably get like much more for our money.
Yep.
These seem to be part of the watering system for
Good
the
old
flowers.
nozzles.
I haven't
Can
seen
never
old
miss the
piping
nozzles
like
out.
this in a
Oh,
while.
quite.
Seems like someone's reluctant to upgrade.
Solved
The
it.
staircase isn't
So
very well
nozzles.
lit.
I'll go first. That way you can catch me if I fall.
We should probably ask for permission before heading up there.
Yes.
Right, it's gotta be that.
Be right there.
No. Oh.
Oh,
hello,
no.
gentlemen. I must
Just gonna
say
let
you
me keep
caught me by
pressing it.
surprise. I was preparing to close soon. May I help you find anything? The flowers in the center display are half price this week, and I have a special on chrysanthemums today. Or perhaps a custom bouquet for the special ladies in your lives?
Wink, wink,
I have no need myself, but maybe Adelaide would appreciate a little something. Eh, Miles? Those peonies in the corner look nice.
I'm afraid we're not here as customers tonight, ma'am. We'd like to have a word with the proprietor.
He's like,
Is he in?
screw the wife.
I see.
It's all business.
I'm Cecilia Handbook, and this is my shop. What can I do for you, gentlemen?
I'm Detective Miles Fordham, and this is my partner, William Legere. We received a report of a burglary at your store.
A report? From whom? I never contacted the police before, and I didn't this time, either.
It was made anonymously, but are you saying this isn't the first time it's happened?
Correct. It's happened 3 times. But considering the police hardly care about the daily muggings and vandalisms around here, I didn't think they would be interested in something so trivial.
Well, we're here now, and we'll do all we can to help you.
We'll have to see about that.
If you wouldn't mind, Mrs. Hanbrook, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Very well, Detective.
Well, at least she's cooperating.
Not quite.
Could you give me the details concerning the burglaries?
About 3 weeks ago on Monday, I noticed that my order of Easter lilies was missing. At first, I thought nothing of it. Sometimes certain types of flowers are unavailable or arrive in poor condition. These things happen. Then 2 weeks ago on Wednesday, it happened again. But this time, I noticed something rather odd.
Go on.
When I opened the shop, there were 6 crowns and 10 shillings on the counter. That's exactly the cost of 2 orders of lilies. Last Friday, it happened yet again. The lilies were missing, and there was payment for 1 order on the counter. I believe that someone has been breaking into my shop after hours, taking the lilies, and leaving money behind.
Oh, bizarre crime.
Yeah, I know. Purchasing the flowers out of hours.
All right.
I'm quite pleased.
Have you noticed any suspicious characters lurking around?
Detective Fordham, this is Chumley. You can't throw a stone without hitting a suspicious character. And if you've noticed my window, you'd be aware that stones get thrown around quite a bit in this neighborhood. If you're looking for trouble, you're far more likely to find it out there than in here.
Sounds like downtown Banbury.
Anyone out of the ordinary
Or
near your shop?
Downton.
Only the
Downton.
2 men from the police who entered it tonight.
What?
That is most definitely out of the ordinary.
Have you found any evidence of a break-in?
No, the front door is always locked. My
Clearly
assistant
not.
Trevor and I are the only ones with the key.
Are there any other points of access to the building?
The upstairs windows, I suppose, but I make sure to keep them locked, and neither of them have been broken.
Would you allow us to have a look upstairs?
Is that really necessary? I was just about to close up the shop.
She's not worried
won't
about
take
this
but a
person
moment.
that keeps rocking up
Fine,
and leaving
I
her money
suppose you may,
during
but
the night.
please,
Like, is
don't
she not
dally
wanting
too
to
long.
fix it?
What do you think of that hat?
So this burglar has been paying for the
Looks
stolen
like-
goods?
That would appear to be the case, yes. I really don't think this could even be considered a crime. That's one of the reasons I didn't bother reporting it to the police.
And the other reasons?
Oh, I think I've already made those
think,
quite
yes.
clear, Detective.
You mentioned your assistant has the other shop key. What can you tell me about him?
His name is Trevor Hastings, and he has
good
been
old
working
T.
for me for the past 10
Girl,
years.
TH.
Do you trust him?
Implicitly. I've known him for ages, and he has been my full-time assistant since shortly after
would
my
it be
husband died.
TH,
You're
didn't
not
it?
suggesting he
The-
had anything to do with this, are you?
Hastings.
Not at all. I would like to speak with him, though. Where might I find him?
It's Friday, so he should be on his way back from the docks right now. He'll be bringing my flower order within the hour.
Good. We'll meet him here then, if that's all right with you.
Oh, should I
I
kick up or should I wait to
suppose I
shut?
don't really have
shut
much
the
of a
doors,
choice,
lock
do
them
I?
off?
Have you been in business long?
Yes, I opened this shop 30 years ago, along with my late husband, David.
Oh, right.
But the past 10 years, I've been running things on my own.
Don't you feel unsafe being here by yourself so late into the night?
Detective, when you've lived in this part of town as long as I have, it takes quite a lot to scare you.
I think that's all the information I need for now.
All right, Detective.
Right.
Did you hear me bang my tooth on the bottom?
Yeah. I was just gonna let you start that out.
You know me, I don't style anything out.
Interesting choice of decor in here.
Perhaps it wasn't always used as a storeroom, although I can understand why it would have been converted.
Yeah, it is rather drafty in here.
So it's this window they're concerned about, right?
The window latch, securely locked.
I think so, yeah.
Interesting. There's a gap between the window and the frame here. No wonder it's so drafty in this room.
What are you thinking, Fordham?
That it's time for an experiment. I'm going to need a tool, however. Something long and thin should do the trick.
Shouldn't be too hard to find something like that around here.
Yeah. I haven't been checking my clue book.
No. Now
Oh,
you
is this
have.
a clue book? I did it
Yeah.
by accident. Okay. Right.
A young lady. Perhaps a relation of Mrs. Hanbrook?
I can see the resemblance. Sort of.
I've seen this type of device before. It's a special container for growing plants. Specific temperature and water conditions can be adjusted. Seems to be empty right now, though. And judging by the dust, it hasn't been used in a long time, if ever.
It seems Mrs. Hanbrook isn't too fond of steam tech, or just doesn't understand it.
Seems to be the broken pot storage area.
Why not just throw them away, I wonder?
It's likely they're going to be repaired. I noticed some faint cracks in some of the pots downstairs.
Oh, I see.
I don't think this window would serve as a viable means of entry.
It's a nice view, though. You can hardly see the vomit and manure piles on the street from up here.
That's a massive window, isn't it? Like,
It's-
you'd never want your bed up here.
Well, like in the summer, it gets insanely warm in this room.
Yeah. Check that first.
I would imagine that keeping a consistent temperature in here is important for the flowers.
When do you suppose this contraption was last serviced?
Hard to say. Definitely not recently, if the dust buildup is any indication. A pastoral landscape. Definitely nowhere near here.
No.
I've never much understood art, but it would be nice to see a place like that in person.
Unmarked, but if the smell is anything to go by, this is where the flowers are stored when delivered.
I'll keep my distance then.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Did I check the shelf?
Not sure.
Seems to be the broken pot storage area.
Why not just throw them away, I wonder?
It's likely they're going to be...
Right.
Okay, so it needs something long and thin.
Mm-hmm. A carrot.
Why are you trying to open a window with a carrot in front of her? Like, we're the police, step aside. Are you trying to open the window with a carrot?
Yep.
Ooh,
New interactions, eh?
like that.
Aha! This hook is exactly what I need.
Nice.
Mrs. Hanbrook, may I borrow this hook for a few minutes? It's crucial to our investigation.
Is that so?
Yes. I promise I'll put it back as soon as I'm done.
Please do, Detective.
Bingo.
So this person's got hold of a flower pot hook then. Oh boy, how do I do this? Do I just
I think you
do it
just,
myself?
yeah, I think
Securely
you just
locked.
click it.
Good. Bill, it's time for our experiment.
And what is this experiment going to be exactly?
I know, she's just so
Simple.
like
I'm going
chill
to
and
see
not
if this
bothered.
hook
She's
can
just
get
like,
me
look, I want to
inside
go
the
to bed. Leave me alone.
Owns a flower shop in a shithole. It's been burgled multiple
Every
times.
night.
And she's just like,
Watch your step then. This experiment of yours isn't worth a broken neck.
I'll be fine. Now then, could you please close and lock the window, Bill?
Imagine if we never opened it again. For him.
yeah, that's the end of the game.
Oh, I'm doing this, so okay.
Doink. You are the master of unlocking.
Well, I'd say this is fairly incontrovertible proof that the building can easily be broken into without arousing suspicion.
Where'd you learn how to do that anyway?
You taught me, remember?
Nah. Are you sure it was me?
Positive. We were a few pints in at the Angel about 5 years ago, and you decided I should learn how to pick locks.
What else have I taught you how to do while
Yeah,
drunk?
I'm going on a
That would
pub
be
crawl
telling.
and I'm not drinking alcohol.
And I'm drinking lots of alcohol.
It's going to be a laugh riot.
It's going to be interesting.
Hmm.
You're going to be trying to drag me back home at like 6 p.m. and I don't want to leave.
Ah, Trevor.
Evening, Cecilia. I've got the order ready to bring in.
Trevor, these are Detectives Fordham and Leger. They say there's been a report about the burglaries, and they're here investigating.
I only did it because I think it's been going on too long.
Oh, he
as
called
much
it
as
in.
you want to, we can't handle this ourselves.
What? He's
We
right.
can
He's
discuss the
correct.
matter
Yep.
later. In the meantime, the detective would like a word with you.
I'll be needing to bring in the flowers first, if that's all right.
I'm
Otherwise,
on
some
Team
hooligans likely
Hastings.
to run off with them.
My partner will keep an eye on your flowers. Bill, would you mind?
Ah, the glamour of police work.
Now, Mr. Hastings, if I could ask you a few
Shut your
questions.
mouth.
Go on,
Yeah.
then.
Right.
What can you tell me
Coffee.
about the recent burglaries?
I wish Cecilia had contacted you lot sooner. She's a damn fine woman. But sometimes I think she'd rather jump in a rose bush than ask for help. Had to take matters into my own hands. This needs taken care of, and we can't do it on our own. As much as
I enjoy
Cecilia
his
would like
flat
to.
cap.
Anyhow, alls I
saw his
know
green
is
screen
someone's
now,
been
it's
making
really
off with
bad.
some flowers
Yeah.
and leaving money behind.
I think it's
No
just the
idea who
lighting
it
in
could
this
be,
room. Once we get
how they're
focus
getting
out.
in.
I mean, you
or
can
why they
even
even
see the
bother
like little
paying.
crossbar
In my
thing on it,
Yeah.
almost.
You robbed a place,
So,
you did it the right way.
yeah.
It's a sad
It'd be right in
state of
any
affairs
place.
when even
Yeah.
burglars don't do their jobs correctly.
Do you have much experience with burglary, Mr. Hastings?
Now, I never said that, detective.
Have you noticed anyone or anything suspicious around here recently?
Nothing but the usual roughnecks, ragamuffins, and drunkards. Like I said, it's a real mystery.
Could you walk me through the process of your deliveries?
Of course, there's no great science to it. On Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons, Cecilia gives me her list of flowers to pick up from the wholesalers.
Right.
I head over to Gascone around sunset when they get their shipment, and I give them her order. They load up the crate, I pay for it, and then I lug it back here.
How long does that take?
Between moving the crate and getting it across the river on the ferry, a couple of hours.
More than enough time for
Usually
someone
the
to sneak
store's
in.
closed by then, so I use my key to get in and
Use
leave the
my
crate
key.
inside for Cecilia to open in the morning. That's all there is to it. Told you it wasn't very complicated.
Do you ever leave the crate unattended during that time?
No, sir. Never more than a minute. I may be old, but I got good eyes. I'd see if there were anything amiss. Besides that, I check to make sure the crate is still sealed when I drop it off. I'm not about to let Cecilia down by being careless.
Oh.
Seems like a thoroughly
How
decent
long have
guy.
you been working
Yeah.
for Mrs. Hanbrook?
Been
Decent man.
about 10 years now,
Decent,
I reckon.
yeah.
I used to help with deliveries now and then when it was her and
Delivering
David,
them.
her husband. But after he passed, she offered to make me her assistant.
Flowerman.
Unfortunate way to get it, but I needed the work. Used to be I had a job at one of the airship yards, but they let me go after I was injured by one of those newfangled steam machines. So the offer came at a good time. Besides that, Cecilia needed looking after, even though she'd never admit it. If I'm being honest, we're both getting a bit long in the tooth. Not sure how much longer we'll be keeping this up, but as long as I'm upright and breathing, I'll be bringing these crates along, even if it is murder on my back.
I admire your work ethic.
I've got a job to do. Not enough people these days seem to respect that.
I see.
Thanks for your time, Mr. Hastings. I'll let you get back to work.
Appreciate it, Detective. If you don't mind, Detective, I still need to check the crate before I bring it in.
Of course. Thank you again for your help.
Right.
Learn anything?
Possibly. I may have an idea.
Ah, you're being cryptic. That's always a good sign. But if you've got a plan, let's talk about it.
Time
Let's
for a little
see.
chat.
Let's go see if there's anything else.
I have a
I
few
can
more
ask him
questions
outside
for you,
the
Mrs.
window.
Hanbrook.
Very well, Detective. If it will help you conclude your investigation faster.
Mrs. Hanbrook, were you aware that there's
There
a
is a
gap
lot
in the
to
frame
look.
of the small upstairs window?
Is there? I only go up there to check that the window is locked. I've never noticed a gap. Are you suggesting that's how the burglar is entering the store?
Precisely. I believe the burglar is passing a tool through the gap and using it to
It
unlock
definitely
the window.
opens up after
Oh,
this, though.
my.
We can go
But
explore
now that
around
we know the
different places.
method, we're one step closer to catching him.
And how do you propose to do that?
That's some
I'll
point.
inform you as soon as I know. I think that's all the information I need for now.
All right, Detective.
Alright, detective.
Should we have a chat with Bill? Billiam? The Billster?
Billy Bob.
Got a minute, Bill?
For you, Miles, I've got 5.
Smooth. Oh my gosh, that's a lot.
I've heard of honor among thieves. Have you ever known a thief to pay for stolen goods?
Perhaps conducting normal business is just too boring for him. Do you think he might be doing it for the thrill?
There could be any number of reasons. The best way to find out is to
stealing
catch the
flowers
culprit
and
and ask
leaving
him
money on the
ourselves.
counter for a thrill.
Got any opinions on the upcoming election?
I'll just be glad when it's all over. Seems like the last few months have been nothing but people giving opinions and telling me what to do without a moment's peace.
I know what you mean. I already saw some kids putting up Atwood posters down my street.
I already drew mustaches on all the ones on my street.
Handlebar?
You know me too well.
I always thought of Atwood as more of a Van Dyke type of man myself.
I can see that. Yeah. Well, there's something to do tomorrow.
You enjoying this
Tell you
weather?
what, I know there's a
It's
lot
a
of
nice
text,
evening for
but
it,
at least
not too
the voice
hot.
acting's
I find a
pretty
bit of
good.
fresh
Yeah,
air
the
always
voice
helps
acting
clear
is
out the
very
mental
good in this game.
cobwebs.
It's just too bad the air in the chum is about as
Isn't
fresh
there
as
one
a winter
character
course.
somewhere though
At
that
any
it
rate,
seems like
it'll
they
be
ran
winter
out of
before you
voice
know it.
actors, so they just
The whole
quickly
city will
grabbed
be
someone?
shut
Someone
down
in
and
the
we'll
middle
be
of the
digging bodies
game.
out from
Yeah.
under the snowbanks.
Somewhere in the middle of the
something to look
game, there's
forward
one
to.
character whose voice actress. I'm
What's
not
your
sure if
impression
she
of dear old Mrs. Handbook?
was aware she'd be
I
doing
like
it.
her.
She
Good
sounds like she'd been
old-fashioned, tough as
basically
nails chumley woman.
emergency
Reminds me of my
dropped in.
Your mother was
Just
never
said,
quite
just
so
record
stubborn.
these
It's like
lines.
anyone's
Why do you
mum.
suppose
Yeah.
she's so reluctant to accept our help?
It's a chum thing, Miles. You wouldn't understand.
Chum thing.
Any thoughts on Mrs. Handbrook's assistant, Trevor?
Yes. I feel sorry for him.
Why? He seems to enjoy his work.
Nah, it's not that. He's obviously smitten with Mrs. Handbrook, but she won't give him the time of day.
What? You only saw him for a few moments. How in the ether did you get that impression?
The way he looked at her, the way he spoke when he confessed to contacting the police. Shall I go on?
No, that's fine. I see what you mean.
Really, Miles? You'd be surprised what you can learn from people if you just look at them.
Why bother doing that when I've got you to do it for me? Right. Based on what we've been told in our experiment, I can only conclude that our burglar is using the upstairs window to get into the shop.
So what do you propose we do about it?
It's happened repeatedly over the past 3 weeks, on one of the delivery nights. Since it has yet to occur this week, and today is Friday, logic dictates it should be tonight.
So we settle in and wait to see if the burglar returns? Catch him in the act?
Exactly. It's our best chance of solving this before the trail goes cold.
I was really looking forward to getting that drink at the Angel tonight, too.
I know, but it's as you said yourself, there'll be plenty of other opportunities. Besides, forbearance is good for the soul.
Spoken like someone who truly has no idea how to have any fun.
I'm sure I'll get the hang of it one of these days,
That's
especially
me
with
too,
your
when I try and
expert
get you out
tutelage.
clubbing.
Okay, let's go have a chat with Mrs. Hambrook. I'm sure she'll be delighted to know we're spending the night. Damn, forgot to bring my deck of cards again.
At least
Oh,
it's
well,
quiet
it's
up here.
crouched over,
I'm surprised
peeking
we
over
didn't
the
go
top.
deaf after the last time we did this.
What?
I said, oh, right.
Well, the light's
Your sense of
shining
humor
down as
remains
well.
on point.
Miles, have you ever considered leaving all this behind?
What, you mean quitting the force?
The force, the city, going off and seeing what else is out there, you know?
I'd miss it too much. Wouldn't you?
I was thinking I might visit Harley out west. She makes it sound like a dream in her letters. Wide
I
open
believe
spaces,
she'll be the
fresh
lead
air.
character in
I know I'm a
this
city
guy's
boy and
next
will
game.
probably miss New Britannia's filth and squalor after a week, but...
Which I'm very much looking forward to.
You should do it. Change of scenery never hurt anyone. Plus, it's much easier for you than it is for me. I've got a family to consider, after all.
Ah, right.
Oh, no, I didn't mean it like that, Bill. It's just... Shh.
I think I heard something.
Oh.
He's huge. But look how big he is compared to them.
Oh, no.
What was that reaction?
Oh, he sneezed.
Stop!
Oh,
Damn
no.
He's got up the fire escape.
Drama!
Corner him on the
Oh,
roof.
freaking leg it.
Stay close
Run.
and keep me
Take
covered.
your shoes off, go.
Jeez,
Just
look and
like him
go.
off.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, bugger.
Stay back,
Right,
officer.
What do we do? What a sticky situation.
Ready your pistol for him.
But you're too close!
I trust you, Miles. Your pistol, now!
Oh, God.
There's really no need for this, officer. I respect your desire to uphold justice. Mine is more important. If you let me go, I won't come back. And we can all forget this ever happened. Don't listen to this lunatic, Miles. Take your shot before things get worse.
Look, we've caught you red-handed. Put down the knife, let my partner go, and give yourself up.
No! I'm not going to jail. Do you know what they do to people in there?
Yes, I do. If you cooperate, I'll see if I can get the judge to ease your sentence.
I appreciate your tactics, Fordham, but this really isn't the time.
Technically, I would just take the shot now, but I'm not going to do it.
I've just realised
Come on,
we're
all you've really done is
the
taken some
options on
flowers.
the bottom there.
You're not a killer.
Oh, yeah.
Don't make things worse for yourself.
You don't know anything about me. But one thing's for sure.
Uh-oh.
I'm not.
There we go.
going to jail.
I don't know if that's confirmed.
So let me go free, or else your partner is going over the side.
I guess
this
it's either we
madman
shoot him
clearly
or
can't
Shoot
be
his
wrong with-
nuts.
Take your
What
shot.
do we do? Take the
now.
shot.
Try it.
No!
Oh, so he goes over the fucking side anyway.
Bill! Oh,
And he's
God.
dead.
I'm so sorry, my friend. I'm so
Bye.
sorry.
Young Bill. Young Bill. I think Whoops sums it up very nicely. Whoops.
3 months later. 3 depressing months later.
Wake up, sunshine.
There's me. Oh, yeah.
I thought that's what I called you.
What's the matter? Have a rough night?
Overdid it on the soporific. Why do I feel like I've had this conversation before?
I'm just glad you're in the mood to converse again. Seriously, you took so much of that snake oil last night. I was
Hello,
starting to think
chaotic
you wanted me
neutral.
quiet for good.
That's not, what you, I'm gonna have to have.
What is it? I haven't got my glasses on. Or have I? No, I haven't. I've been doing that all day at work. I've been trying to readjust my glasses, but I'm not wearing them.
It'd be weird if when you tried to do that, it readjusted my glasses.
It's no personal slight. I just need some quiet time, or I'll go insane.
It's like you're wearing 3 pairs
I get
of
it.
glasses.
We
Or
all
3
need
and a
our
half.
space. I know it's not easy, but there's really no need.
Not easy. Bill, I've been hearing your voice since you died. You don't shut up unless I take that accursed medicine. I'd say that qualifies as a bit more than not easy.
Yeah, well, how do you think I feel? You think I enjoy being trapped here, listening to you whine about how hard your life's become?
Ooh.
You at least still have yours.
If you're just as miserable, why don't you just go away and leave me in peace?
Believe me, I wish I knew how. But the bottom fact is, you're stuck with me. So you can either keep living this way and ruin your life even more than you already have, or you can do as I've told you and try to figure out a way to let me move on.
Right. For the 1000th time, you want me to find the burglar from the flower shop.
Yes, exactly.
I still don't get how that's going to help.
I can understand your confusion, considering it was you who killed me.
What?
But the point remains.
You told me to
wouldn't
say
have been
the
in that
shop.
situation in the first place if not for him.
No bad.
Once the criminal has been caught and is in custody, we'll both get what we want.
A decent night's sleep?
More than that, you'll have that elusive thing you always wanted to give others. Closure.
You do realize the trail's pretty much frozen at this point. Our man has seemingly vanished into the ether.
That's no excuse not to keep trying. I know the cases Upton's been giving you these past few months haven't been the most thrilling, but they've at least kept you active. So just keep at it. Something has to turn up eventually. Unless, of course, you want to wind up in Riverview Asylum. And if that happens, I'm really not going to keep quiet.
Fine.
Good man. Now, I suggest you stop talking to thin air, or Adelaide's gonna start wondering if you've gone mental. Or just maybe, she'll stop wondering.
Very funny.
See.
Right.
Oh, wouldn't you say it's time for a change of clothes, Miles? You've been wearing that coat for who knows how long.
So? Addie gave it to me. Besides, it gives me character.
Right. Brooding detective in a long black coat. That's never been seen before.
What are you talking about, Bill?
Never mind. Pretty, but I'm glad I don't have a sense of smell anymore. That's a fun little apparatus Adelaide got you. Very soothing.
Watching it spin long enough puts me right to sleep.
I'd say that's really more the soporifics doing. I always like that self-portrait of Adelaide's mother, even if the eyes do always follow you around the room.
Yeah.
Cozy little winter getaway. That would be a welcome change from the winters in this city. Don't worry, Miles. I don't watch when you and Adelaide are having your private time.
It would be nice if you didn't spend the whole time humming.
I know you appreciated some romantic music. Miles, care to explain what you're doing?
Just checking to make sure everything that needs to be in here still is.
Right. If you start taking that stuff during the day, you're really going to have problems. Adelaide's mother certainly enjoyed pressing flowers. Do you suppose she does more of it now that she's retired? It's admirable just how organized Adelaide is. Maybe someday the same can be said about you.
Right. I think I've looked at everything. I've not looked at the
Remember before you started taking that medicine and you could actually read a book for more than 10 minutes before falling asleep? You were a lot more fun to talk to back then.
Ow.
Adelaide's last performance. She could really bring the house down.
Well, look who's awake. Ready to rejoin the living?
Very much so.
You were talking in your sleep again.
Did I say anything interesting?
Do you ever?
You have to admit, she's got you there.
How are you feeling?
A touch groggy. I think I took a bit too much of the soporific last night.
That's what I thought. When you went for your after-lunch nap, you'd barely gotten breakfast down. I saved you some bread and cheese if you're hungry.
Thank you, but I haven't got much of an appetite.
You really should regulate your doses more carefully, love. I'm sure dull senses and an empty stomach aren't much help to your work.
We got some, but I'm not
By
sure
the way, a message
Dave.
arrived via courier for you this morning. I put it on the table along with today's newspaper.
Thank you, dear.
Can't go wrong with
Remember how much
cheese.
time Adelaide had to spend convincing you to sit for this? At least these days, with ferrotype tech advancing the way it is,
Wait, is
these
there any
portraits
cheese you
can be
don't
done
like?
in just a matter of minutes. It might do
Not
you some
really,
good to look
no.
in the mirror a bit
I'm
more
not a massive fan of mild cheddar.
Oh, I am.
Just like, it's a bit rubbery and tasteless.
No, I like it because it's not too strong. It's just right.
I see.
How are your parents doing these days? It's been ages since you wrote them.
I used to hate blue cheese, but now I really like it.
I didn't like it.
Your
I was
book
never
collection has
interested
always
in it, but
astonished
there's this
me.
place in
Heaven help you if you ever decide to
town
move.
called Monkseas, I think. I remember now. Me and my old colleagues used to go and they like make sandwiches for you. You get to choose what meat and cheese and stuff you want in different kinds of bread. And one of my colleagues, Hal, like convinced me to try blue cheese, but said it was a white Stilton because he said you won't be able to see the mould. And like he worked on it, he kept making me buy it every week, and I eventually built up having blue cheese.
I see. Yeah,
Took
blue
a
cheese
while.
is good.
He had a plan,
Mm.
and he conquered.
Your book collection has always astonished me. Heaven help you if you ever decide to
Yeah, blue
move.
cheese is good now.
Yes.
Your book collection is always.
Oh boy. Right, I mean that's a lot. I'm not reading that. Okay.
Upton says she's got a big case for me.
Does she go into any more detail than that?
No, but then you know Upton. Always on a need-to-know basis. Especially since she's been giving me these cases under the table.
To be fair, they haven't exactly been anything of note.
True, but she's still sticking her neck out for me. I can understand why she's so secretive about it.
I think she just misses having you around the station.
Oh.
Poor Connie. With you quitting and me dying, she must be bored stiff at work.
Anyway, I'm supposed to meet her at the Ruined Coffee House. That can't be right.
It's not like Constance to make mistakes. She must have gotten in somehow.
Guess I'll head over there and see what she's got then.
Right, do you want to crack on with this case?
I could probably save it here and then.
Okay,
Yeah,
and
probably
then
night.
crack on with do a couple of streams next week.
Yeah. Uh-oh, how do I save the game?
Good question.
How do I
Escape?
Save? Nope. I always get anxious pressing all the F buttons in case it does something. We may need to Google how to save the game.
We'll work it out, don't worry.
Lamplight City. I searched by accident.
Didn't we have this problem when we played it and we discovered it was really good and did pretty much auto-save all the time?
I can't remember. Percent.
Oh.
Just move the mouse cursor to the top. I mean, it never taught us that ever.
So basically, the general gist is Guy's partner died and now he hears him in his head. And it gets really, really interesting. It kind of starts off a bit slow and it's a little bit text heavy, especially at the start. But it's really, really good. Like one of my favourite point and clicks. So, yeah.
Cool. Well, yeah, we'll probably carry on Lamplight City and...
We need a new game, don't we?
Yeah, we do need a new game.
Should we do a non-point and click one at some point as well to mix things up?
What have we got?
We got some PS2 games like Crazy Taxi.
Oh yeah, I mean, have we stuck? Where did we even put this up?
It's in a box somewhere.
We did a load of flat viewing, so like literally stuffed places and really safe places we can't remember that were safe.
I think I've got some games in the box in the boot of my car.
Like last minute chucking stuff in the car as well for the viewings.
Crazy Taxi. We've got Simpsons Hit and Run, haven't we?
Oh yeah. Right,
Simpsons Hit and Run might be quite cool. Might be time for you to fire up another one of your legendary Twitter polls.
Yeah. Can't do. Which one was one Rebellion worked on? Simpsons game.
Oh, that was Simpsons the movie, the game.
Oh, okay. I see.
Don't think I've got a copy of that anymore. I did at the time. Might not now.
Did you eat it?
Yes.
That'll be why then.
Never mind.
Cool. Right, okay, well, we'll probably call it a night there. Thanks for watching the stream. And I'll post up on Twitter. I realised this time I didn't do it on Discord. Oh, no. So I'll do that again.
If you're not in the Discord for some reason, join the Discord.
Yes. The link will be on my Twitch page. Take it easy. Good night. Bye.